Hey, what's up guys? This is Kengushi here at Formula Drift Round 4 Seattle. Now let me tell you guys a little bit about this track. This track is really exciting, and it's actually one of the fastest tracks in the series. We got a big, really wide bank, really fast, and they want us to ride up against the wall. I'll go through the front straight as fast as I can, go through the gears, first gear, second gear, third gear, and I put it into fourth gear, kick the clutch, and I initiate at about maybe 85 miles an hour. I'll try to ride the bank as close as I can and with a lot of angle and smoke. The second part of the track is where you have that left turn transition where they want to see a lot of angle and impact. Here I'll downshift to third, flick the car to the left with a lot of angle and brake. After this braking zone, I'll downshift to second gear and accelerate through this left turn, getting ready for that last right turn hairpin. This hairpin is actually one of the slowest turns of the series and can kind of be challenging if you don't have the right line to get into that turn. So I'll leave it in second gear, ride the clutch and keep the RPMs high as I exit the last turn and finish the course.
It's kind of a weird thing, to be honest, to be a competitor in Formula D because the atmosphere around the pits is pretty chill. Everybody's friends with everybody, you know, like Ken and I hang out, you know, a lot of teams have dinner together. I know I go surfing with Reese and Di, and but then once the helmet goes on, it's just battle as usual. And you've got no friends once you put your helmet on. You have to remember that. And once you get into that first corner, it's readily apparent when you're, you know, you're knocking wheels with another guy that, even though he may be your best friend off the track, on the track he's your enemy.
Hey, what's up guys? So we are now finished with Formula D Round 4 Seattle. So let me start off with the top 32. We qualified 15th for the event and we were matched up against Cody Parkhouse in the top 32. Cody is an excellent driver. He's been coming up really fast in the grassroots level all the way to the professional level in the Formula Drift Series now. So I was kind of hesitant to see where I would finish up against him, but we had a really good setup considering we had a tough weekend. But we made it past top 32 against Cody. Unfortunately, his car broke, so we won by default.
All right, first run in the top 32 is against Forrest. And Forrest is in a supercharged G35. Wasn't super fast, and he used a handbrake entry, so that's what I knew about Forrest. It was a little bit tricky following him, to be honest with you. We had one more time going. I think more than one. We had a battle going on with Forrest, and it was really he went really wide coming off the bank, and it was really hard to stay behind him. So we actually did several one more times with Forrest, and that's luckily we moved on. The round of 32 used up half of our tires right there, so we were in a little bit of a bad spot at that point.
In the top 16 round, we were matched up against Justin Pollock in his Falcon-powered V8 Mustang. I knew this was going to be a tough battle, so I had to come up with some kind of strategy to see where I can take an advantage over him. Fortunately, he kind of crashed into me in the last turn of the circuit, the slowest part of the track actually, and that advanced us to the top 8.
Coming into the round of 16, we're dialed in with Samuel. And Samuel I had gone against in practice, was very fast, especially in a straight line. Has a heavy car, so I didn't have to worry about his braking, but I was able to pull him on the lead run, and then behind him I got so lost in the smoke and was just completely blind from the end of the bank all the way into the midway through the left-hander, but had enough practice on the track to kind of know how long to stay to the right before transitioning over. Either way, it worked out. Didn't do it one more time on that one. Took down Samuel. That was good.
In the top 8, we were matched up against Takatori and the Drift Emporium S15. This guy, I've been driving with him for a long time, and I kind of know his driving style, and we're familiar with each other. So I knew this was going to be a fun and exciting round. Unfortunately, on the last turn of the track, the slowest right turn hairpin, I corrected, and the second lap around, I had a clean run, but because of my mistake, he won. Overall, I thought the event was really great. A lot of chaos, a lot of drama, but I think the spectators really enjoyed it. There was a lot of crashes, but for us as a team, we made it back in one piece. We're really happy and excited that we made it to the top 8. Great event here at Round 4 Seattle, and we'll see you guys in Las Vegas. Check it out.
The next round, though, made me actually nervous, was Osbo. And you'd think that he'd be like an upcomer and wouldn't be necessarily something to worry too much about. Not so. He hangs it all out, and the crowd loves him, the judges love him, and he's very committed, and he's a great driver. And now he's got a lot of power in his car. Very lucky to move on against him. He bounced along the wall the whole way. I was right on his door as he's like pinging off concrete. I mean, that was just sketchy, and it set the tone for how aggressive everything needed to be for the rest of the night. The following round was for the round of 4, and that was Darren McNamara. This is where it really started to get hectic. Darren and I went just absolutely all out. I knew that his lightweight little car would be a little bit quicker than my Scion on the bank. So I made sure that I initiated next to him and was able to stick with him, put in as good a run as I possibly could the first time. He stuck with me exactly the same. We did it one more time. Identical run the next time. Stuck with him even closer. He stuck with me even closer. One more time again. So now we're on our basically second to last set of tires. We go third time with Darren. 2 of the smokiest, loudest cars out here. And he made a little bit of a mistake coming off the bank and bobbled a little bit. We touched, but didn't interrupt his drift. But in any case, I don't know if he popped out of gear or what happened. But either way, that was an unbelievable battle. Some of the hardest driving I've ever done, and we move on. Into the finals with Ryan Turk. Ryan's been super fast. I let him go a little bit on the bank, unfortunately, but caught up to him by the end, and then caught up to him in the course, and then leading him. I knew I was at a little bit of a disadvantage, to be honest with you, and I just went as out of the box as I possibly could. I stayed full throttle for the first time all night, all the way around the oval, and instead of braking coming into the infield, I just increased the angle until the car was almost 90 degrees, and I was expecting to feel the back bumper skip on the wall, and it didn't. And dropped down the infield. It worked out great. Best run that I've had all week. And Ryan was playing catch-up on the bank and ended up crashing into the bank and damaged his car a little bit. But he's okay. We took the win and called it a night. Yeah!